G'day and welcome to another episode of Unico Desde 1979. Today I am reviewing a very special cigar. It's a 20th anniversary release celebrating Flor de Selva. Maya Selva's initial brand obviously has reached that milestone of 20 years. I think it was actually last year, but she's released these cigars early this year. I was fortunate enough to get my hands on some, so I thought, what better way to celebrate Maya Selva's 20th anniversary, well done Maya, than do a cigar review of the robusto. Now it's funny, the story of how I first found out about Maya Selva cigars is quite interesting. Probably easily over a decade ago, my sister was in Honduras actually on exchange, and she said, you know, as family, when they go away, they bring gifts back. Oh, what would you like me to get you? And I said, oh, and I was just getting into cigars. I said, I'll bring me back some cigars. So she brought me back, I think it was only just a 5-pack of Maya Selva cigars, which was much appreciated at the time. It was a brand I'd never heard of before, and so I thoroughly enjoyed them. Found them hard to find, obviously being in Australia, but funnily enough, at last year's Intertabac trade show in Dortmund, Maya was there, went up, said g'day, told her this story. So eventually got to say, got to meet the maker literally in terms of who made Flor de Selva cigars. All right, let's get started. You can hear the kookaburras in the background. Yes, I am in Sydney, Australia. Let's get into it. I'll cut this beautiful, just before I do that, beautiful wrapper on it, tiny veins. Don't know how well you can see that, but otherwise really nice sheen to it, and a Honduran Puro if I'm not mistaken. Cuts very well. I'm going to switch up lighters. Alright, we're off and running. Perfect draw. Not too light, not too heavy. Yeah. Can't pick up anything at the moment, just lit it up, but it's early days. Okay. Here we are, just lit this beautiful Flor de Selva Robusto 20th anniversary up. Lots of dry spice to begin with, a bit of black pepper, but I'm noticing that on the palate quite a bit, and that's sort of what I'm getting at first. Nothing much else at this stage, but yeah, hopefully it progresses and transitions into some more readily identifiable flavours. But at the moment, strong spice, bit of black pepper. It's caught my attention, shall we say. All right, so plenty of dry spice, touch of black pepper in the aroma as well. It's early days, obviously, as you can see, but I'm also starting to pick up. There's a slight sort of floral note to it as well, which is sort of quite nice. I wouldn't say smells like roses, but definitely, you know, sort of a dried flowery sort of note to it. But yeah, very interesting so far. While I am doing this review, I've also got to give a shout out to Marko Bilic. Marko, the founder of the Cigar Smoking World Championship, where you actually have to compete to see who can smoke the same cigar the slowest. He's the founder of it. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday. Have a great day, Marko. I'm sure, hopefully our paths will cross again soon, but this is for you, mate, as well. Cheers. Ash is forming really, really well. Burn is perfect. And nice compact ash as well. Cut very well. Draws beautiful. So far so good. Just while I'm enjoying this Flor de Selva robusto 20th anniversary, Maya Selva, news from her camp. For the past couple of years she's been pushing into Asia through her distributor there, Eric Piras from Cigar. You can read all about her visit to Hong Kong and Japan in the next issue of Cigar Journal, which will be hot off the press in a couple of weeks' time. While she was there, obviously, caught up with a lot of cigar fans while over there in Hong Kong for a couple of days. Had a few cocktail events, then also in Japan went to a Japanese tobacco trade show, but also met with local cigar aficionados there. So yeah, check that out. That'll be in the next Cigar Journal. There's branches dropping behind me. It's all happening here. But yeah, check that out. Great story. Obviously, I wrote it. Just kidding. I'll cut that out. Maybe not. But yeah, very interesting that she's actually obviously focused on Europe for obviously the majority of her time as a cigar manufacturer, and the Americas obviously. However, now I think, as a lot of other manufacturers are, also pushing into Asia a bit more, just to obviously try and boost that fantastic cigar market that Asia is. So yeah, check it out. Probably coming to the end of the first third. Probably still got another 5 or 10 minutes there. You can hear it's all happening behind me in the national park. The birds are going crazy for some reason. However, I'm coming to the end of this first third, and a citrus zing has started to creep in, which was really nice. Orange zestiness, I guess you could call it. The spice has dropped away. There's still a hint of nice pepper. The floral notes are there a little bit, but this orange zestiness is really making it interesting. Then obviously great smoke, burning really well. Ash is going great guns. I don't know what it's picking up like on camera, but that ash is as close to white as I've seen in quite a while. As I just mentioned, picking up plenty of orange peel, orange zestiness, citrus notes, really making this thoroughly enjoyable. The pepper and that spices drop down somewhat, and there's more. Those floral notes are still there, but definitely those orange notes are coming through, which is making this delightful. Welcome back, guys. Approaching the final third now. That pepper and spice has disappeared almost completely. It's still there a little bit. That citrus zing still hanging around, which is beautiful. But I'm also getting plenty of an almond nutty flavour coming through as well, which is really, really pleasant. And transitioning well between each third. Construction's been immaculate. Draw has been perfect. Thoroughly enjoying this cigar. But yeah, the switch up from that spice and pepper to begin with. Citrus zing from the middle onwards, starting in the first third, and now some almond notes coming through make this really enjoyable. Maya Selva 20th anniversary cigars. A bit windy, my shade umbrella's being blown around a bit, but otherwise a thoroughly enjoyable cigar. Also noticing some wood notes as well, so that the wood notes complementing that almond nutty flavour profile. Citrus zing still there a little bit, but yeah, it's great how it's transitioned from the early pepper and spice into that citrus zing, and now some woody and sort of almond nutty notes. Transitioned very well. Construction's immaculate. Draw has been perfect. Burn rate, haven't had to touch it up once. Perfect. Really enjoyable cigar. Maya Selva's knocked it out of the park with this one. Well done, Maya, and congrats on 20 plus years in the industry. Cheers, well done.